Holy shit, I never thought I'd see an action sequence set on a Bollywood song. Dev Patel comes out swinging, stabbing and pulverizing in his hard-hitting debut. Dev's adoration of action cinema shines as clear influences meld with his fiery storytelling. Excellent cinematography, exceptional storytelling, jaw-dropping action sequences and a phenomenal direction by Dev Patel. A cinematic achievement. Oh okay, there was action before Dev Patel and now there's action after Dev Patel. I am speechless. Monkey Man is more than just a bloody good time. Dev Patel takes his time with the storytelling, weaving personal tragedy with inner strength, mythology with modern political revolutions. It's an action tour de force, full of talent and passion in every frame. Monkey Man made me go bananas the best possible way. A brutally epic directorial debut from Dev Patel, injected with visceral action sequences and a deeply emotional story at the core. You can feel the love that Dev Patel and team poured into this. I am truly floored. Dev Patel's got rocket fuel in his veins as an action director and an action star. One of the most assured, kinetic debuts I've seen. Gorgeous, crunchy and relentless. What a blast. These were some of the early reviews from the world premiere of the movie Monkey Man, written, directed and starred by Dev Patel. The film was premiered at Southwest South by and has received some exceptional reviews. So much so that the movie in fact got a standing ovation after their world premiere. It was a 2-minute long standing ovation. And at the premiere, Dev Patel was present himself with his entire team and cast, and they shared a lot of filming details which I am sure that you are going to love to listen, so stick around till the end of the video. First of all, let me tell you, the movie was actually bought by Netflix at first, but then Jordan Peele saw the film and said this movie deserves a theatrical release. And then he went ahead and bought the movie from Netflix under his Monkey Paw production banner, which has a distribution deal with Universal Pictures, and hence we are getting a theatrical release of this movie. Now let's see what this movie is all about. What's the story of this movie? An anonymous young man working in an underground fight club sets out to exact revenge against a group of corrupt leaders who are responsible for his mother's death and is also taking advantage of the poor and powerless people. So at the world premiere of this movie, Dev Patel and the team actually did a question and answer session with the crowd of about 1200 people, and he said this movie was actually inspired by Lord Hanuman.
So my granddad, he used to live in Kenya, and when he used to come to London we used to sit in bed and he used to tell me the story of Hanuman from the mythology of the Ramayana, and he's kind of like a subsidiary character. There's so many other characters, but he really captivated me, and he's kind of been like a sort of emblem for my father and kind of the men in my family.
And that's true, I am also a worshipper of Lord Hanuman.
Sort of like if you go to a gym in India, there's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like Ronnie Coleman and Hanuman on the gym. And what baffled me is that when I started growing up, like that iconography of this, like, you know, this being that was super strong, could hold mountains in one hand, split their chest open, you know, it reminded me of the iconography of like Superman and etc, and I was like, God, this is amazing, I wish the world knew about it. And I was like, maybe we can ground this and do something with it, because when you go deep into it, he's sort of a guy that lost faith in himself and had to be reminded of who he was. And so that's kind of the inkling.
And he embodies strength, loyalty and a lot of other things. He wanted to take the story of Hanuman and present it to the world, and I am totally in for that. I am really excited to see that. Now let's talk about some of the hardships that he went through during making this movie, because just when the production was about to start for this movie, COVID hit, the pandemic hit and the entire shooting went down as expected. So when production started, they still didn't have all of the resources and all of the people who were previously signed on to work on this movie. So therefore they in fact recruited people from their entire team, from their whole cast and crew team. That means one of the actor is an accountant of that team, and also they had to cast a lot of local people as well while they were shooting in Indonesia. And here's the most heartbreaking scene. Dev Patel broke his hand, he broke 2 of his toes, he broke his shoulder, and he also got an eye infection. That really shows that how much invested he was in this movie. He was, as I said, he was the writer of this movie, he was the director of this movie, he in fact starred in this movie as well, and he had to go through these many hardships. So this is actually an out and out Dev Patel movie. This movie is going to release on 4th of April in the United States, and in India it is going to release on 14th of April. So I am really excited to see this movie, and since his trailer came out as well, the trailer looked very good, and it really established Dev Patel as an action star, but also everyone was surprised that he was the writer and director of this movie too. And if you have not seen the trailer, please go and watch the trailer. The trailer is really very powerful and really good, and it really sets an expectations that this movie will really be a dark horse. And after its premiere at South by Southwest, it has literally taken Hollywood by storm. So as I said, so I am pretty excited to see this movie, and I think you should be too. Please share your thoughts in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching.